What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the Draft to Glory. We are well into our FUTmas drafts. We've been doing one every day, 3 AM every day. If you missed them, go check them out. We missed one day actually, just because there was a lot of content. But content through FUTmas so far has been extremely underwhelming. I think people are really getting to the point where they're fed up. And for me personally, maybe I've mentioned it, maybe I haven't. This is the only game mode that gets me excited about absolutely anything in FIFA. I get to use different players whenever I want. I get immediate rewards. The gameplay isn't horrendous. It's just the best that there is out there at the moment, man. So if you guys are enjoying Draft as well, if you're enjoying Draft to Glory, I would very much appreciate a thumbs up on the video. Ooh, 89 Reus and 89 Ericsson. Yeah, and if you guys did want to drop a thumbs up on the video, it would be very much appreciated. So let's get into this draft. Let's hope we can get another good draft win. Who's that on the right-hand side? Oh, upgraded 87 Jadon Sancho. Strong links to Reus. 4-star, 5-star. Great pace. Positioning and finishing is nice. Dribbling is super nice. Stamina's good. Passing's okay. Long passing, not so much. It's just that shot power and long shots that might be an issue. But with the link that he gives to Marco Reus, you can't really go wrong. We'll also take Hoga in there just again for some links. There wasn't really much going on. Hopefully we can get like a Kante or something like that show up. Or, ooh, oh, now we've got some good choices. Gattuso is really nice. He gives Reus that full chem. But Carvalho, I've always enjoyed, and still soft links Hazard. We're going to have to be smart. We're going to have to go with Gattuso in there as well. And we have built ourselves a nice start to the draft there. Insigne, we're going to need to replace with somebody who's going to be a little bit more beneficial. Let's take Ter Stegen in there, and let's also get our other goalkeeper just to make sure that we know what we're working with. So I'm going to take Berkey as my other goalkeeper, just because we have got a little bit of a Bundesliga theme going on. But I really hope for, obviously, there you go, the big Ramos card. That's a big card to have and a big win as well. And now if we could just get Marcelo at left back or Jordi Alba. We didn't get either of those. We got the Team of the Year nominee Robertson or the Team of the Year nominee Sandro. Probably be best to take Sandro, because if we get a Serie A left mid, that gives Insigne good links. We'll take Sandro. And if we get like a good, maybe an icon centre back, there you go. An icon centre back it is. Ronald Koeman can go in there. Doesn't quite give us a chemistry boost. But now we're a Neymar away on that left-hand side from really having a great squad. I'm quite impressed with the team we put together so far. Kyle Walker works as well. Carvajal works perfectly. Let's take it. So Jadon Sancho not quite on full care. Marco Reus is. Chemistry is good. The team rating is really good. The team itself is really good, other than Hoga there. And I do want to switch around chem styles today as well. One more time. Choices. Raul Jimenez can go in at centre-back and Koeman in at CDM. Or Jordi Alba. He's got to be the one, hasn't he? He gives us a little chem boost. Not a massive chem boost. A +6 on there. Now, if we swap these two around, we don't actually gain any chemistry, and I'd prefer Carvajal on full chem over Hoga. That leaves us Alexandro as a good super sub. That's another Team of the Year card coming in as well. We still get that Robertson. I'm tempted to take Hummels. Reason being, if we pop him in at CDM there, yeah, look at that. He gives Sancho full chem and he still gets 6 himself. Now, I will swap in-game, if this is the final 11, I will swap in-game Hummels and Koeman, because I think Koeman's way better suited for that CDM role. Not fast, but his passing, his shooting, his dribbling in general is really well-rounded. His defending and physicals are brilliant. And then I think when we look at Hummels, also extremely slow, not as good in terms of being well-rounded as a CDM. So I think that'd be a good little transition in between those two there. And that's a good setup we're looking at so far. It's just that striker we need to replace. Hopefully we can get someone to put up top there. Now, Luka Modric. Luka Modric would get full chem in at CDM. And then we could put Gattuso over on the right-hand side. But Marco Reus would lose chemistry. Alternatively, we could take Heung-min Son and just have a monster sub. And I think that's what I'm going to do. We got some really nice Team of the Year cards in here now. Let me take a chem style here. What do I need more, shadows or hunters? So I've got one hunter on the bench, one shadow on the bench, and I want more shadows than I do hunters. So we're going to take Luis Milla there to get ourselves another shadow into the team. Oh, we got some big players here. Oh my God, we got some big players here. Who do we take? Mohamed Salah's 3-star, 4-star, so I don't know about him too much, especially as a sub. Dries Mertens, 4-star, 4-star. Team of the tournament, really good card. And if we put him up top, it gives Hazard full chem, and it gives Mertens 6 chem because he's centre forward. It's got to be the one. It has to be, and we'll have Scream Insigne. Oh no, it doesn't give Hazard full chem. He's still one link away, but it gives Scream Insigne a really good sub on the bench along with Heung-min Son. And then Sandro as a defensive sub. So we've actually got an absolutely brilliant bench so far and an absolutely brilliant starting lineup. I'm going to take Raheem Sterling there. Another fantastic sub. We've got, what do we got? 4 Champions League, 4 Team of the Year cards so far. I literally can't fit Kante into the team. He's definitely the player that I want. He goes on that bench right there. That's going to take us up as well to a 188. This could be a monster draft. This could be my first ever 190. We get Wendell, upgraded Wendell as well. It's a shame we could fit him in just off chem. I'm going to take him again though, because if we got Neymar, I would play Sandro. I'm still going to take Wendell. He's still an upgrade to the bench as well by 6. Does that take us up to 189? Not quite. So 2 more picks before we go into the chem styles, guys. Oh God! Right, we'll take a hunter off of that. We'll put that on Dries Mertens, and then our last pick before we have a look at chem styles is going to be. Do I take that Douglas Costa? No, Alba and Hazard way better. Let's take Leroy Sané for that rating. So. Just now, are we up to a 189 yet? Do we have the chance? No. So I don't think we can get 190. Let me arrange these chem styles. We don't have too much favouring us for chem styles. So we're going to put a shadow on him right there. We're going to put a hunter up top right there. And we're going to put a shadow on Sergio Ramos as well. We're going to put a hunter on Eden Hazard. I want to get him that pace. Not there. No, there. Jordi Alba's fine with a backbone. I'd rather a sniper on the cam. And definitely not that on him right there. Let's pop a... what do we have? We don't really have much for pace. Let me put the catalyst on Sancho. Give him that pace boost and give him that passing boost. And then a powerhouse. Is it a powerhouse? Yeah, I think it's a powerhouse. Powerhouse on Hummels. I don't like the fact... I feel like actually I want to put pace on Carvajal instead of Ramos. Carvajal's just not fast enough. He definitely needs the pace. That's where we're going to be with this team, guys. So let me pick this last pick. Let's see if we can get someone nice and big. I was going to say for a good super sub, but it's not coming. We have some good super subs though. So we're in a good spot with the team in general. I quite like what we got going on here. The only thing I'm not overly keen on is the Hummels Coman setup. I think we could probably do. We could probably be in a bit of trouble with that. Basically, you know, Coman and Hummels are both extremely slow. So if I come up against somebody that knows how to play this game well and knows how to pace abuse and get the best out of his team like that, we could be in a bit of trouble. Who did I have at right back? Oh, Carvajal, there we go. And then Ramos in at centre back. So, 98 chemistry, 88 rated. Generally speaking, we've got a nice bench. Insigne, Son, and Sterling offensively, and then Kante and Sandro defensively. I might bring on Alex Sandro into that centre back role. I think that might be a smart choice. And then if we get our manager to get us the extra chem points, he's 98, he's only 98, he's 99, he's 99, and he's 99. So we'll take that Di Francesco manager there. So we get a 187, is that? I think it's a 187. Yeah, 187, not bad. The draft itself, really, really nice. I'm hoping we could do some good things with this. It's not the narrow formation that I do like, but I'm going to try and go narrow with this formation to try and get some good games and some good goals. Let's get into the gameplay. All right, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 4-1-2-1-2 team and a really nice team. Socrates, Gattuso, Scream, Aguero, Ronaldo, Heung-min Son, Sandro, De Ligt, Koulibaly, Robertson, Sirigu, and then, was it Candreva or Politano at right mid? One of the two. Things start off well for us this game. We get a really nice early goal with just the man of the moment, really, Marco Reus. You know, I popped him into the team. I talk about this a little bit at the end of the stream as well. The end of the video. But for me, Marco Reus 88 has never been like outstanding. Of the two blue cards that popped when we built the draft, it was either him or Eriksen. And I just really don't like Eriksen either. And so I picked Reus. And I'm so glad I did because he was unreal. Some of the goals he scored were just really nice, well-worked moves. He kept getting into good space. He kept finding good positions and such. Right here again, Marco Reus comes into the space, tries a pass, doesn't work, and then gets the rebound and scores to make it 3-1. It soon became 3-2, and that became 4-2 again. Reus here laying it back to Gattuso, back into Reus, the step overs to create the space, accelerate into the space, and then the shot into the top corner to make it 4-2. 4 soon became 5. My opponent here did kind of win the ball back, but not really. We get a ball laid off to Heung-min Son. I could have squared it across, decided to try the shot with Son on as a sub, of course, and he made it 5-2. And the goals just kept flowing in this game. 5-2 became 6. The ball from Insigne out to Son, Son to Reus, Reus to Insigne. Lovely first time finish. Just that felt like a nice goal to score. It looks like a nice goal to score. And that made it 6-2. And I eventually won the game 7-2 with quite a dominant performance, sending us through into the next round. We're coming up against this team now. I look at this team up front and I think Hazard and Dalglish, amazing. Modric and De Jong, very good. Jordi Alba is brilliant. But Koeman, bit slow. He has got the Hunter Chem style. Then, Arias and is that Albiol at right centre back, and I can't remember who the goalkeepers off the top of my head. I just look at those players and I think they are pretty bad players for draft. My opponent makes a defensive error, which allows me to score the first goal. He does end up equalising here. Good ball into Kenny Dalglish, who's always a handful to deal with in draft just because of how good he is. The ball finds Eden Hazard, who scores a beautiful goal past my goalkeeper to make it 1-1. But fortunately enough, my attacking skills were good enough to get us back into the lead. Some good, well-worked move down the left-hand side here. And my opponent here in the second round was very, very good. It's one of those drafts where normally I'd come out and he ends up making another defensive error as well for me to go 2-1 up. Normally I'd come out of a draft like this and be like, hey, we played one really good player this draft. It doesn't happen often, because it actually doesn't happen often. This level of opponent that I'm up against here, especially on a weekend, because they're usually playing weekend league, but this level of opponent that we're up against right here, I come up against once in a blue moon, once every 20 games or 30 games or so in draft. That's not to say that I win all the time either. I still lose against other people who aren't quite on this guy's level. But yeah, this guy, he was great. And then in the 70th minute, he decided to quit. I don't know if he just felt like he was out of the game, maybe had somewhere to go, but the game was close, man. And I think with 20 minutes to go, look how I've had very few shots, a little bit more possession, but it was an even game that I felt he still had a chance in because of how bad I am. We come up against this squad in the semi-finals, and I look at this sort of squad and I think, I know this guy built this draft very recently because he's got the blue team of the year nominee Vertonghen in there. But I look at that draft and I think, wow, did this guy build this week one? This is not a good draft. And similarly, comparatively, obviously the second round opponent was very good. This guy was not very good. So it was nice to come up against someone like this in the semi-final. We end up scoring a free kick with Koeman. Excuse me. A free kick with Koeman to make it 2-0. And after just 14, 15 minutes, we get the third goal to make it 3-0. Beautiful finish there from, was that Mertens, I believe. And then he rage quit on the next play. He didn't score from kickoff. I went and had an attack, got corner. He paused it and quit. So we get 3-0 rage quit into the final. And then into the final, we came up against this squad. A 4-3-2-1. Figo, brilliant. Ronaldo, brilliant. Hazard, brilliant. Modric, brilliant. The back line, just generally very, very good. Wijnaldum, I've enjoyed when I've used him in the game as well. And then he has Canales as well, who I don't think is so great. And I end up scoring a very nice early goal here. We get the ball, lovely little well-worked move out to Jadon Sancho, who hits that with the outside of his right foot, which is a lovely finish around the keeper to make it 1-0. Just not too long later, we made it 2-0. And after I made it 2-0, something changed. My opponent went a lot more high pressure, a lot more aggressive, and tried to attack me a lot more. And if you guys know me at all, you'll know that I struggle a lot against people that put pressure on me. It just makes me make bad decisions, and it generally is a bad thing for me. I managed to hold out, and my opponent had, from memory, 2 unbelievable chances with Cristiano Ronaldo, and the game just decided he wasn't going to score either of them. So I ended up picking up a 3-0 win in a game that was so much closer than a 3-0 win. It's crazy. But that, guys, is the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. All right, guys. So we get ourselves a draft win here today again. I played some really, really good FIFA today. My semi-final opponent, who eventually rage quit at 3-1 down with about 20 minutes to go, was a brilliant player, and my final opponent was a brilliant player. I defended well. I played some really, really good offensive FIFA, and the team was nice, man. You know, having that Dries Mertens, he was good. Jadon Sancho was good. Heung-min Son, when he came on, was good. And there was a whole bunch of quality players in this team, you know. But the man for me, the main man out of this whole team was this man right here, Marco Reus, the Team of the Year nominee version, 4-star, 4-star. I've used his regular 88 card numerous times in draft, and I've never had like great success with him. I've never sat there and thought this is an outstanding card. Like, there is a reason why this card is 80,000 coins in the game. The upgrade from his Team of the Year nominee to his, you know, from his 88 rated is 1 acceleration and sprint speed, 1 reactions, ball control and dribbling, 1 across the board in defending except stand tackle, 1 positioning, shot power, volleys and penalties, 1 vision, free kick, short pass and curve, and then 1 in physical other than aggression. It's not much of an upgrade. It's like 30 in-game stats at most, 25, 30 in-game stats, yet he feels like a world of difference. It's so hard to explain. I don't know why. I don't know what causes such a small adjustment in stats to make such a big impact in the way they play. But there you go. We got another great draft there. Another good defensive record, another good offensive record. We get 2 gold packs and 2 premium gold player packs. Right now, because of the way some of the SBCs are, these packs are very, very, very good. The common golds, maybe not anymore because of the new SBC, but yesterday a lot of the common golds were selling for crazy prices. Let's have a brief little look now. Yeah, look again. Look at that, 1,600 coins on bid for him. I'll pop him up for 2,100 and hope he sells. Sturaro, there's no way he's actually up at 6k, is there? No, but he looks like he might still be up at least some coins, so we'll pop him up as well. And then Vangioni, look at that, 3k on bid, guys. I'm telling you, man, whatever you're doing at Futmas is making the high-rated players crash and the low-rated players just bang in price. And so, once again, with the reward that we've got with the 225k packs, we get so many common golds out of those that we are bound to make a lot of coins. And already we've made so many coins off that 5k pack. Like, the 5k pack method right now might be really, really good as well. So let's see if we can get another couple of common golds. Moise Keane, is he selling? 650 on bid. No, so I'll hold on to him until he's a bit more valuable. Let's look at Mbokani. Is he worth anything? He's not worth anything either. Maybe it's only like fullbacks again. And then Simonovsky, no, he's not really worth that much either. But we had a good run in that first 5k pack. And of course, the Team of the Year nominees are in packs. So if we could pack one of the Team of the Year nominees, that would be very, very nice. Are we going to get a board? No, we're not. Are we going to get a blue? No, we're not. So nothing good out of this pack. I might just check these player prices on my own time. Let's have it. Actually, no. Let me store. Let me check Sadibi because he's a fullback. See, he's 800 on bid. So we'll get some good coins off of him. And let's check Erkin because he's a fullback too. Wow. He's actually up at like 5k. There's nothing under 5k in 10 minutes. 4.9 there. He'll probably be down in the 3s a little bit later in the cycle. And then let's have a look at... see, I have a feeling this guy might be selling. No. So let me just pop these guys up to the trade pile. If there's no fullbacks there. Although one of the French centre-backs was selling as well. Konate isn't. Let's send those guys up to the trade pile. I'll deal with those on my own time. And then to end off today's video, guys, another Premium Gold Players pack. Hopefully we can get a board at least out of this one, EA. No, we can't. So no boards for us. But plenty of profit to be made in this draft. And what a draft it was. Lots of fun playing. Really, really good return. We do get 2 blues. They're just not the blues that we want. Langkamp's always one that goes up. No, not today. And then for these cards here, I'll just send them up to the trade pile. I'll deal with them on my own time. That, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.